What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with some breaking news regarding the Division 2. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comments section below. But some of this news is going to not be a surprise to some of you, and some of the news is going to surprise all of you. So let's go ahead and jump into it because it's really not that long. But I do want to read exactly what the developers have said today. Now, all of this news and more is on my Twitter page, X, if you nasty. So follow me over here at Kamikazevondoom, and you'll get all of the Division news and anything from the developers, the publishers, the content creators, anything at all Division related is on this Twitter page. So again, follow me over here at Kamikazevondoom for all of the information before I make a YouTube video. Now, this was posted from the developers, and it says, "You spoke and we listened. Read our latest developer notes following Phase 2 of the PTS." Now, remember that the next season is set to go live next week. So expect to have a special report live stream from the developers on Monday, and then we should have that new season on Tuesday. So this is going to, get us set up to, be ready for all of the news we're going to hear in the special report live stream. So let's go ahead and jump into these developer notes. Now, these notes are located at the Trello board for the Division 2 known issues. So just go under Patch and Updates, and it's right here. And it says Project Resolve PTS Phase 2 Developer Notes. Now, let me go ahead and click Show More, and I'll show you that it's not that long. We have 3 sections to talk about. Now, it says at the top, "Hello, agents. We are immensely grateful for all the feedback we've received following Phase 2 of the PTS, and we want to share our findings and the next steps based on the experiences that you showed us from the PTS." Now, starting off with weapons and talents, and this one's going to be quite the shock to everybody, but the Behind You talent was not only bugged, but it was too strong in its inception. So not only are they making it exclusive to certain weapons, but they are also nerfing the talent as well. Or I shouldn't say nerf, I should say adjust. They are tweaking this talent, and it's going to go to a lower percentage. So here's what the developers said. Starting with TU20, the Behind You talent will be exclusive to rifles and marksman rifles only. So marksman rifles and rifles will be the only weapon types to hold the Behind You talent. This is game changing. I know there were so many people trying this out on shotguns, trying this out on assault rifles and things like that, and getting ready to have like new DPS builds, for maybe incursion runs or raid runs, speed runs, what have you, because you could utilize that with like a tank build in that Mosquito, a whole bunch of decoys, and have some fun with this Behind You talent. But them limiting this to rifle and marksman rifle exclusive only is quite the game changer, because not a lot of people prefer the rifles and marksman rifles over all the other types of weapons in the game. So it's pretty surprising for them to do this. Now, it says the change was made to align with the intended design, as this wider availability in the PTS was unintended and considered a bug. So us trying it out on assault rifles and all of that during the PTS, it was considered a bug. So the Behind You talent will be for marksmen and normal rifles only. Okay. Now the next part of this is additionally, starting with TU20, the amplified damage will decrease from 40% to 15% for the behind you talent, and from 60% to 20% for perfectly behind you. So that is a huge adjustment. I'm not going to say they nerfed the crap out of this talent, but they adjusted the crap out of this talent. Yeah, it's whoosh. I don't know. Now it says the adjustment value is intended to align with the original intention of the damage being increased, but has now been modified to be amplified. Interesting. This change is not a nerf, but rather a refinement to align with intended behavior. That's very well put. This change is not a nerf, but rather a refinement to align with intended behavior. I like it. The current implementation of the talent creates an imbalance, particularly in how amplified damage is calculated and compared to normal weapon damage. The initial values of 60 and 40% were suitable for weapon damage, but not compatible for the amplified damage. So what they're saying is these values were for weapon damage increases. They did not mean for it to be amplified damage, but because it is amplified damage, that's why they decreased it. So this would have been, a 40% increase to weapon damage, but instead it was a 40% amplified increase to your damage. So, okay. All right. I'm understanding their logic behind this change. Now it says to address this, we have adjusted the values to ensure that amplified damage functions are working as intended. Okay, very well. And finally, for the weapon and talents, we have the Ortiz Assault Interface talent. This was the talent for the new exotic rifle, if I'm not mistaken, and that's the Vindicator. Now let's see this one. It says, starting with TU20, the amplified damage will decrease. Oh, damn. They adjusted. I'm not going to say nerf. They adjusted the Vindicator. God damn, man, that sucks. That was the only thing that was making me want to try this exotic, and they just, that's not quite in half, but it's basically half of what it was. That's crappy, man. That's crappy. I like how they said it's a change to the talent and not to the weapon. So if you're just reading this, you wouldn't know that this is the new Vindicator exotic and that the damage is now decreased. Yeesh, by 35%. Ouch. And that's 35% of the amplified damage. That's a huge decrease. All right, maybe we have something better. All right, here we go. Gear changes. Rugged gauntlets. This is the new exotic gloves that everyone and their mom is saying, who made this? Why did they make this? Who is this for? No one wants it type of deal, because it's the new exotic gloves that take away a penalty for hip fire and blind fire. Very useless. So let's see what it says here. All right, so for the rugged gauntlets, the exotic gloves felt underwhelming. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. And they wrote here, initially, the intention was for the iron grip talent to give stability and accuracy. However, a bug caused the accuracy bonus to malfunction, resulting in the gloves feeling underpowered on the PTS. What? We have since resolved this issue, and the gloves should now function as originally intended, with both stability and accuracy bonuses. Okay. All right. So they're saying during the PTS, the accuracy was bugged. So we were getting no accuracy increase. We were just getting stability. Okay. That makes sense. Um, but still, those gloves are not good. I'll try it out yet again, and I'll make another video trying out these exotic gloves again once the season goes live. But just adding the accuracy to worthless gloves do not make them worthwhile. Okay. Moving on, we have Hunter's Fury. Uh-oh. What are they doing to Hunter's Fury? The 3-piece bonus is going to be changed from 100% health on kill to 50% health on kill. So they nerfed the hell out of the health on kill. Okay. This adjustment is implemented to maintain a sense of balance considering the introduction of additional health. Yeah, but health is still useless. Health is not as good as armor. Health is not as good as armor regen. Health is not as good as bonus armor. Anything armor related is better than health. So doing this is doing nothing but just giving a little nerf to Hunter's Fury. That's it. I mean, even still, health is not a big player. It's not like we have Berserk Clutch, you know, with all this. You can't run that. So there's really no sense in making that change, but I see what they're doing. Vindicator locked behind Descent. Yeah, we already knew that. And we showed the price, right? The Vindicator? I'm pretty sure I said that like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, that the Vindicator will cost 350 NSA tokens. And I even showed it in the PTS. And you can buy it over and over and over. Yeah, that was confirmed during the PTS. Let's see what it says here. Currently, the plan is for this weapon to be exclusive in Descent. This might change over time, but not anytime soon. So, if you want the Vindicator exotic rifle, you will have to get it through Descent. It will be exclusively available only in Descent. And finally, we have Gear Lock. Okay. So Gear Lock is not needed. Oh, snap. So it looks like all these changes the devs were working on for this project resolve, people don't want them. Damn. Okay, let's see what it says. In PTS Phase 2, we initially took a more extensive approach to this topic. Based on your feedback, we have reconsidered and returned to the drawing board. Following the launch of TU20, Gear Lock will continue to function as it does in TU19. However, we will maintain a positive perspective on the inclusion of Gear Lock and recognize its importance in conflict. That said, we are actively reintroducing it beyond spawn areas exclusively in conflict, only starting with TU20.1. What? What? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. So they've reconsidered everything. We're going back to the drawing board. Got it. So nothing's changing to what we have right now. Got it. But in TU20.1, which is going to be the first apparel event, we all know that. So with TU20.1, they are going to actively reintroduce it beyond spawn areas only in conflict. So once you leave the spawn area in conflict, you will not be able to change your gear. Interesting. Okay. I I personally, let me just tell you off of my personal experience, I have over 6,000 games played of Conflict on Xbox. I think over 1,500 games on PlayStation played, and quite a few hundred on PC, all Conflict games played. I can tell you right now that Gearlock in Conflict is not as big of a problem as it is in the Dark Zone. I don't understand what? So you don't want people to switch to what? A mortar build? You don't want people to switch to a skill build? Like, I'm not sure the reason for this. Conflict is arena based PvP, and the gear lock is not a big of a problem as it is in the rest of the game. I thought that their main focus for the gear lock was for like the dark zone and PvE, because in PvE people do what's called the hot swap technique, where they will hot swap items on their build to get multiple buffs active at the same time. That is a technique that speedrunners use. So I understand the gear lock, them trying to do something with that. Maybe it's not intended, what have you, whatever. The Dark Zone, again, great example. If you're rogue, and then all of a sudden you switch to like a mortar build and start, spamming checkpoints with mortars. Okay, I get it. But Conflict, it's arena based PvP and it's timed. So there's really not a lot of time to go into the conflict and the PvP aspect. People are running and gunning and doing things like that. So I don't really see that being a big problem for conflict, where turrets in the spawns or switching up the way the spawns work in conflict is a bigger problem, in my opinion. Because we all know in conflict PvP, all you have to do is wipe the team once, bum rush their spawn, that's it. Hallelujah, get the dub. Anyways, after this, they say, thank you again for partaking in Phase 2 of the PTS, and please keep your thoughts coming, as community feedback is always helpful. The Division 2 team. Cool. And there we have it. We have some big changes, and expect a live stream. I would probably say either this Monday, unless they delay the season a week, we should have the special report this Monday. So I would expect them to announce it tomorrow, probably. And then we'll have the live stream on Monday, new season on Tuesday, and then there you go, the start of TU20. Now, if you have any questions about any of this, let me know in the comment section below. I am Kamikazevondoom. All of this information and more is on my Twitter page, X if you nasty, so make sure you follow me over here at Kamikazevondoom. And besides that, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next one. Take care now. Bye-bye, Peace out.